Thank you so much, Q. You know, they say laughter is the best medicine, but if you ask me, time with your girlfriends is right up there when it comes to soothing your heart and your whole well-being in general. Our next guest saw a need for something like this during COVID, and she made magic happen when she created Girlfriends Tea. Let's welcome founder Sabrina Brown.
Hi. Welcome. How are you? You look so beautiful today.
Thank you.
And this is so beautiful.
I love it.
I feel like I had this dream when I was a little girl, and it looked exactly like this.
Yes, that's true.
Beautiful.
So, like I mentioned, you came up with this concept during COVID because you saw a void that needed to be filled. So how exactly did you get started?
Well, actually, my friend, Pastor Ginger, and I would have tea, but we couldn't because of COVID. So I said, let's have it via Zoom. So initially it was tea via Zoom. And then when all the girlfriends started coming, I just said, I'll just name it Girlfriends Tea with Sabrina. But there's a scripture in the Bible that says, in order to have a friend, you must show yourself to be friendly. So all of the girlfriends, we just show ourselves to be friendly. And I just interview various people on a variety of topics. And it helps the girlfriends to gain knowledge as it relates to being in business, health. We've had doctors on, and a variety of, cancer, talking about cancer or urinary tract infections, whatever the case may be.
I love that because you actually have like a very meaningful conversations with these ladies, and what a better way to join the tea. Now, you brought us today some different kind of looks tea right here for us. Can we just tell us what is this? What is the flavor for that one, for example?
Would love to tell you about them. So this one is unapologetically berry.
Ooh,
it has elderberries and currants. There's no sweetener in it. You're just tasting it straight, fresh, luxury tea, quality ingredients. So it has elderberries and currants. And we know that I never heard about elderberries until COVID.
Right.
So
I didn't either.
it's great for our immune system, for boosting our immune system. Actually, all tea has antioxidants and flavonoids. They help to reduce the free radicals that break down our body. Now, your tea is Belle of the Ball. It's one of my favorites.
What is the name again?
Belle of the Ball.
Oh, I love that name.
Belle of the Ball is hibiscus, orange pieces. So good.
Smell, that one tastes so, oh my God, yummy.
Oh my goodness.
That one?
Yes.
See?
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Now mine is Uniquely Golden, which has ginger and turmeric and cardamom in it. So, so many features for ginger and turmeric.
I love the variety, like the different flavors, and it smells so good.
Well, thank you.
It really does. And like you said, you interview a wide variety of people. So you're not just like tea time, you're also a talk show.
Yes.
So can you tell us about the talk show?
Yes, Girlfriends Tea with Sabrina. We interview mostly women, I would say 98% women, but we're open to men, anyone with the information that we can share with everyone. And we've had people talk about food, all kinds of topics, but what I like is I allow the girlfriends, I invite them if they want to, they come in and they welcome. So we have a tradition that at the end of the interview, we toast our guests and we say, girlfriends, girlfriends. So that's what we do. We raise our cup.
I love it, yes, of course.
So we're girlfriends, and we just do like this.
Oh, cheers, girlfriends.
Girlfriends. So it's a virtual toast, because everybody's virtual.
You just mentioned it's a virtual talk show. How do you connect with all these girlfriends? Like, is girlfriends of yours that they pass it around to another girlfriends, or just how do they find out about this specific talk show?
I'm so glad you asked. Of course, I'm advertising, but as far as my guests, it's whatever topic I want, I'll approach them and say, hey, I have a Facebook group of about 2,000 women. That's just in the group. But I do go live on my page, and we'd like to know this information. So it's been very, what's been popular is when we had Dr. Keith Newby, and well, she's now deceased now, my chiropractor. But what's popular is the fact that heart disease is the #1 killer of women. So the women always want to hear information about that.
Yes, very important. So now we have some questions, right?
Yes, we figured that in essence of what you do, you could ask us a couple tea time like questions.
Okay.
So truth or tea.
Oh, truth or tea, I like that.
Truth or tea.
Truth or tea, I love it.
So we're kind of flipping the script a little bit. We're gonna be guests and you're gonna host for just a second.
I love it. So what's the hardest part about being a mom?
Oh, you started or I started?
I'll start. My kids are really little. So for me, I think is mom guilt. That's the hardest part because you want to be really good at being a wife. You want to be really good at being, whatever you do for your career. I want to be really good at this, but you also want to be pouring into your children. So feeling like you're kind of like pouring into everybody else and making sure that like you are still looking out for yourself.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
yeah,
That's
balancing and mom guilt.
Yes,
right?
I think also that I will say that balancing. But for me, I have big kids right now. They're not little anymore, and I will say the hardest time it was at the teen. When they were 16, 18, they say little kids, little problems, big kids, big problems. That's actually very true. Because they're like, you have to enjoy them when they're little because they're still under your, your gap and your protection. But when they start, going out and having the information from the outside, which is right, it's a little bit complicated and different. You have to be ready. You have to have a lot of communication with your kids. So in order to make it, happen in the right way. But yes, I will say that.
I think we have time for one
more
more
question.
Okay.
One? Okay.
Why do women, girlfriends, so often feel they need to change themselves to please a man?
Oh my God, a question.
Ooh.
We can identify
Ooh.
with that
Yes.
one.
Okay. I think my answer is pretty short. I think when someone is changing themselves for a man, they need to look at why they're looking outside of just you for validation.
And I will say something, I don't know if it's similar, but I will say like if you have to get to the point that you have to do that, I think you have to check your own department first.
Right.
Why you should do something like that to please someone else. If they cannot love you, they have to love you the way you are.
Yes.
They have to accept you the way you are.
Because that means you're with the wrong man.
Oh my gosh. I think we can do a whole show right here.
I agree.
Having tea, right?
I agree.
Yes.
And that's why I have the pom-pom on Girlfriend's Tea, because I'm always cheering
I love
them
it.
on.
Sabrina, do you have any event coming up?
Yes, I do. I have an event coming up on Saturday, October 19th, at the Mustard Seed Place in Portsmouth on High Street. It's called
so
Tea,
exciting.
Talk, and Togetherness. Tea,
I
Talk,
love
and
it.
Togetherness. People can find out about it at girlfriendstea.net.
Perfect. So we have all the info right there. You guys can go and check the website. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, girlfriends. I enjoyed it.
Cheers. Now you have to go to a quick break, but when we come back, we have a nice local band performing here on Living 757. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Oh, my tea.